Sometimes choosing the right server for you in World of Warcraft Classic can be a little bit of a challenge depending on what it is you're looking for. Are you looking for Alliance to Horde balanced ratio? Do you want it to be lopsided? Do you want it to be incredibly overly populated? Or do you want it to be a dead as fuck server? So here in the link down below in the description box, you can choose North America or Europe. I just chose to unclick Europe because, with all due respect, I don't play there and I don't need to see extra clutter on my screen. So for US, again, we can uncheck if we don't want certain kinds of servers. If we don't want Care Bear servers, aka PvE servers, we would uncheck them, so on and so forth. So I have all of them up, and it's fairly well balanced, as we can see here, okay? It's not all that bad when it comes to the overall Horde to Alliance ratio. So for me, personally, if you give a rat's ass, what I look for nowadays, almost 2 decades into playing World of Warcraft, I'm looking essentially for any server that is very populated and potentially lopsided, because I like to just go around and help people out. And I don't want to have the best gear on. So that means for me, an RP or a PvE or a PvP server really could be suitable for me, especially if I don't care about it not having anybody on the other end. So for example, I want the highest population for Alliance, let's say. Well, we would look here and see that this is an East server, PvP, the number of population that's active, and we can see that it's practically a full 100% Alliance. You are very unlikely to come across a Horde, so you don't really have to worry even though it's PvP. On Horde side, I am on Philminator, and it is beautifully populated, just a little bit lower than Benediction here. Philminator, and again, this is the benediction of the Horde, if you will, with roughly the same population, same ratio, okay, percentage, and yeah. And if you're looking for the best server in terms of balanced population, Grobulus West RP PvP. Don't let the RP fool you, okay? There's some PvP. If you want world PvP, if you want a nice, healthy balance and a nice, decent population, this could be argued that it's the best overall server for the people that are looking for world PvP or just a healthy balance of both. And that would be Grobulus, okay? Otherwise, if you look at some of the other ones here, they're not all that nicely balanced, although there is this one here, Windseeker, and, you know, Yojamba US, which is Oceanic, fairly balanced, but look at the population, it's complete crap. Same thing with Windseeker, it's on the much lower end of things for the balance here. 4,700, somewhat balanced between Horde and Alliance. I actually play a lot of my Alliance on Westfall, US. Not overly populated, but it's very heavy in the Alliance department. Can sometimes feel a bit lonely if you're out looking around trying to help people. Still a very good server, plus one of my best friends is on that server. So I make sure to keep a couple of people on there, and then, and then I can spread out and go to other places, like I have my Horde, like I said, on Philminator. And these statistics, in case you're wondering, WoW Classic, the Burning Crusade, and Wrath of the Lich King server population, active characters, according to raids uploaded to Warcraft logs, and characters on PvP leaderboards. So this isn't necessarily very accurate in the sense of the total overall active population, because, like, for instance, I don't raid and I don't do any PvP leaderboard stuff. So my mark on Westfall as my Alliance isn't going to have an impact on there. So it might be 6,943, get it? But it still gives you an idea. Going from one extreme to the next, if you're Alliance and you want a really heavy populated server on Alliance, and you don't care that it's lopsided and that it's a PvP server, absolutely Benediction US is going to have way more people than Azure Song US, right? Like, yes, there might be some numbers that are a bit off, but trust me. Not only that, when you log into World of Warcraft, you can see at that time, is the server population full, high, medium, low, new, and all that kind of stuff, right? So you can kind of play around with that. I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be. I just thought I would share this with you. Again, link down below in the description box. And this is only good, I would say, for what it says here. World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, classic population. If you're still on that old school, as they call it, vanilla WoW classic, this is not going to apply to you. And if you're, well, there's no Burning Crusade only servers, so that skips that. And if you're on retail, well, then you just shouldn't be here. Because retail could be more complicated. There is a version of this. It's more complicated because I don't even want to get into it. Fuck that game. Simply put. As always, if you liked the video, thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel. Didn't like it? That's okay. Thumbs down. And I'll bend it in half and twist it, and I'll make sure when you wake up, your server is gone. It's just done. Completely annihilated. Because they do merge servers after a while when they completely die. And if you want to subscribe, naturally, that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.